Alright, Rick Waller came back again. And it's Doctor Who time again. We're looking at Before the Flood. This should be good. Last week was great. Yeah. Last week was great. I've really been putting this off. Hence the lack of anybody with me. Let's get to it, shall we? Okay, spoiler warning, here comes the plot. What there is of it. So, the Doctor's gone back in time to find out what happened, to see if he can save Clara before the ghosts claim her. How's he going to do this? Is it going to be some clever, big plot mystery to unravel? Or is it just going to be a by the numbers, really boring, really predictable unfolding of, oh look, this happened. Everything that happened in that first episode, we've just done. We've quickly explained, and yeah, none of that really counts. Which do you think it was? Okay, firstly, who is he talking to in that opening narration? Because that really seemed to be breaking the fourth wall, and I like that sometimes, but really, why? I get he was trying to explain a complex concept, but do it with your storytelling. Don't give us a piece to camera about it. If we want a documentary on such things, we'll, as he suggested, Google it. Other than that, he had a cool scene facing off against the monster, where he said he was rectifying him for breaking the laws of life and death, and that's why he was allowed to break the laws of time. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll go with that one if you like. And him blowing up the dam was kinda cool. What we saw of it. Really predictable, but kinda cool. Well, she had her moments of arrogance again. She was nowhere near as likeable in this as she had been previously, but to be fair, it was still consistent character work. Jenna still did really well. And it was justified that we get that in this episode. So I can't moan that much about it. Well, not that much. So, are the crew any more interesting this week? Well, it turns out, shock horror, the deaf girl and her signer are in love. Didn't see that coming. Oh, wait. Yeah, I really, really did. Seriously, was anyone unsure about that? Because to me that was painfully obvious. In fact, most things in this episode were painfully obvious. The only member of the crew I liked, I still don't know her name, haven't been interested enough to look her name up, was there who went back with the Doctor and got killed. Her fangirl moment was the best moment in the episode. Okay, that's not saying much. But, you know, where she pretended to hurt her leg, and as soon as the Doctor was out of hearing range, it was, it's bigger on the inside, it's bigger on the inside, it's bigger on the inside. And that excitement, that was brilliant. Pity they killed her 10 seconds later. What a waste. Speaking of waste, that was Dennis Pennis playing that alien for about 20 seconds. He's a great guest star to have on. Why was he only in that little bit? He should He had the potential to be like Frank Skinner was last year. Big cameo role like that. That would have been epic. And instead, we got that. Really? I'll give them credit on this one. I will give them a lot of credit on this one. That monster I think, did look kind of cool. Big, hulking, weird face. That's great. Downside with that is, yeah, I have seen something almost identical in one of the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Archie comics from back in the late 80s, early 90s. But leaving that aside, I thought it looked good. Would have liked to have seen it a bit more on screen, got a bit more of a story, rather than just saying it's called the Fisher King. He's dead. Only he's not. Oh, no, now he's dead for reals. And that was it. Really? Okay. What? Bring him back next time. Give him a bit of backstory. That could be interesting. It had a potential. The ghosts, on the other hand, yeah, they were just electromagnetic projections. Didn't we get that last week? Didn't we get that explained last week? And seriously, we got that explained last week. And you've added nothing. Oh, the Doctor was a hologram. His ghost was a hologram. If you hadn't guessed by the tone of this review, I really wasn't over-impressed. In fact, I was really, really disappointed. I really wanted to like this one. I was looking forward to this one. And you played every piece of predictability. There was no shocks. There was no shocking reveals. Who's in the suspension chamber? Anyone who was here last week knows I said, it'll be the Doctor in there. Oh look. It was the Doctor in there. The whole... Yeah, I knew a hologram was created with him saying that because I saw the hologram created. By seeing that hologram, I knew to create that hologram. Which has created the bootlace paradox. Google it. You didn't explain the concept. You didn't explore the concept. You just kind of threw it in at the end as a... See, what high-minded with all this. I'm not sure how many of the kids watching will have understood that. I'm not sure it added anything to the story. Why was it there? Frankly, it needed 1, 2, 3 more drafts. And then maybe it would have worked. You know, if you'd incorporated that as a proper theme throughout this story. But just throwing it in at the end there. Yeah, it's not matching last week's 7.5, 8, whatever I gave it. I'm pretty sure all it's going to get is a 5. That's all it deserves. To be fair, I think that's probably more than it deserves. But I'm judging it against last week's, and compared to last week's, it's that much worse that it seems lower. Bland. It was average. It was... Hopefully next week we get something a bit better than a 5. Put my fingers crossed, put all my fingers crossed, even crossing my thumbs. Or at least I am until I say, till next week, see thee.